Is your cat just not acting himself? Maybe he's depressed. In this video, you're going to find out the signs of cat depression, what causes it, and most importantly, what you can do at home. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Click there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications. Then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book. Believe it or not, our cats, they can get depressed. As we have more cats indoors, more cats' lives are dramatically changing. Veterinarians are diagnosing depression in cats much more often. What are some of the signs of a cat that's depressed? Well, think about a person that's depressed. You feel like you don't have any energy, you're sleeping more. Murray here, he does seem to be sleeping more than he used to. Is he depressed? I don't know. These guys are gonna spend more time hiding. Sometimes you won't even be able to find them in the house. And they're just gonna wanna interact less often. Murray has never been this super playful cat. Just my cat's getting older. He's 12, he's 13. Sleep more, you might interact less. Maybe that's what's going on. Some of these cats will get far less interested in food, they're gonna eat less. Well, if that's a gauge of depression, Murray is clearly not depressed because this cat loves his food and his appetite has not changed. But there's two other common signs and Murray has them both. Number one, they can look a little more unkempt. And if you look at the back here of Murray's fur, like it's quite sort of matted up, right? Like he's just not doing such a good job of grooming himself. Then lastly, many of these cats, they can be urinating, defecating out of the litter box. Murray has had some litter box challenges. So maybe that's relating to stress. So some of the thought here is that these guys have depression, right? They've got this underlying stress and, it's affected their brain. And they're just like, I don't feel like using the litter box. It's not that they're urinating or defecating due to some, like, I'm angry or mad. They're depressed. Why is this happening? And why would a cat get depressed in the first place? Cats are left alone for a long period of time, no one around to interact with them. Say you're moving, different location, guess what? That could easily lead to a depressed cat. Your cat gets strongly bonded to his area. He knows his little routine in and out. Maybe he's outside of the house. He knows his little area. I mean, you uproot him, you take him somewhere else. Of course that can lead to depression. So what about the treatment? Number one, I still think it's a good idea to go in, see your veterinarian, have him or her check out to see if your cat has like underlying osteoarthritis. Your cat has some underlying chronic GI disorder, something that can be medically treated. Just a great way to start. If they rule anything serious out, okay, we don't see any underlying medical disorder, and they start talking about things such as antidepressants, because we use Xanax in cats, they use Prozac, things like amitriptyline, maybe look for some of the alternatives first. I mean, here's the tricyclic antidepressant, amitriptyline. I did prescribe this for cats, and particularly for cats that you're urinating out of the litter box. In part, maybe we were treating them for depression. But it's, in my opinion, I think it's a good idea to look at some of the alternative options first before you start sticking with the big guns, the meds. Murray is clearly happier when I'm around more. But when we're dealing with a cat that's depressed, in part, we're trying to really change his environment and enrich his environment. It's called environmental enrichment. So this can be things such as trying to play with your cat. Here I've got a little food. Murray, fetch the treat. But at the very least, trying to get him or her to interact a little bit more. Here, look, Murray, you gotta go fetch the food, right? It's suggested that cat fetching is a good idea. I don't know if Murray will fetch, but maybe that'll work with your cat. I know a bunch of people really like those laser pointers, right? You kind of shine them around, your cat runs and pounces. I don't know with Murray if that's gonna do much, but if you were a kitten or you're a young cat and that made him a little bit happier, I'd definitely be considering one of those too. Then lastly, some of the supplements that can help with your depressed cat. Number one, L-theanine. L-theanine here, it's isolated from green tea and amino acid. We're looking at a typical cat dose of about 25 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. The lavender essential oil. Lavender has specific anti-anxiety properties and in some cases can make your cat feel better. The big thing is using it safely. So what you're doing is you're putting in 20 drops into 1 cup of water using some type of diffuser. Many cats respond to the happy cat pheromone. The one I use most often in practice is called Feel Away. It can be used as a diffuser, which I like the most. You just plug it into the wall and it secretes this happy cat hormone. You can consider this CBD, cannabidiol. It does seem to help some of the cats that have depression and anxiety. We're looking at a typical cat dose of 3 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. That'd be 1 drop a day in my supplement. Murray loves his catnip, and if I'm thinking that he's not feeling 100%, you're a little bit down, Murray, bring out the catnip. Okay, and check this. He's like the crazy cat with catnip. But it's another one of those plants which has no side effects, 100% natural, safe for your cat. Makes him feel good. So, you got a cat, you're wanting to make them feel a little bit better, you're wondering about depression, consider some catnip. So can your cat get depressed? Yes, they can. Are there options for treatment? You bet there are. But as I said earlier, I really feel it's a better option before you start going and getting on some of these antidepressants. Consider some of those holistic options first. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets of Cat Depression. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.